Hello everyone, welcome back into our Wednesday night weather. Mike Schultz with you once again, and it was another day like the other day and the other day and just continuous. This weather pattern is not showing any signs of change, and temperatures are going to continue to warm. In fact, tonight we're going to be talking about even warmer temperatures than last night. We're talking winds that should be diminishing overnight for Healy and Delta Junction. Winds did get up to almost 60 miles an hour at one time. And the weekend is still looking like 40 degrees is a good bet for maybe Friday and Saturday. Then cooling just a little bit on Sunday, but still great weather. Speaking of the weather, here's what it looks like on the satellite and radar. Again, you can see everything's coming out of the south and the southeast, and that's a pretty good flow for us to get a lot of warm air coming up from the Pacific Ocean into the Gulf of Alaska. Rain falling all day long over the Ketchikan and Juneau areas. Also out to the southwest, we have some areas of showers there too. A little rain and snow activity moving across the southern sections of the state. And that shows up on the map today. As you can see over southeastern sections, widespread rain from Juneau to Ketchikan. Just cloudy skies in the Anchorage Bowl, only 37 degrees there, but more rain shower activity around Kodiak, 42 degrees. While elsewhere along the Aleutian chain, it's cloudy and 44 at Cold Bay. Very nice, warm temperatures there. 35 at Bethel, pretty warm there too. Not too bad in Nome, 25. Barrow cooling down a little bit, 2 degrees. And for Yukon, warming up to 25 degrees. Lower 48 weather, of course, the big news is in the eastern half of the country. We'll start in the west and show you there is just not much going on. The high pressure is really becoming the dominant feature there. But this storm that roared through the deep south yesterday is still cranking up and bringing quite a bit of snowfall to the Great Lakes area around Chicago. They're getting some pretty healthy snowfall there, while the storm system there about the tornadoes is finally moving out over the Atlantic Ocean, while the rest of the country looks pretty good. Now, as far as what's happening with this storm system, it's got a real mix of weather with it. As you can see, freezing rain across the areas to the northeast and across the Great Lakes. There's the snow, and of course the damaging storms are finally moving out of the picture, but boy, not before they leave a real trail of disaster there. You'll see that more on that on the NBC Nightly News. And the forecast for this weekend is the jet stream is going to calm down quite a bit, just mainly become zonal from the west to east, which means warmer temperatures over the eastern half of the country and over the western half too. Okay, time once again for our kids' weather. And this week we're talking with the kids from Wood River Elementary School. Tonight, here's a young lady with a very nice picture that I think you'll find very, very nice.
Hi, my name is Ariana. I'm in Miss Steiger's 5th and 6th grade class, and this is my weather picture. I drew it because I was just thinking about how we hardly ever get any thunderstorms with lightning in them. And I drew a cloud, Alaska, over here, and a rainbow after the storm subsides.
That's pretty cool how she made an Alaska cloud. Again, thanks to Mount McKinley Bank for sponsoring our kids' weather, and tomorrow night a young man will be here with a question about how El Nino affects the Fairbanks area. And obviously it's affecting us quite a bit this winter. Okay, what's going on as far as our forecast for tomorrow for the northern sections? Well, scattered flurries are expected for Barrow and Nome, but just mainly cloudy skies at Fort Yukon area. Here in the interior, the winds are finally going to be dying down for both Healy and Delta Junction, but still temperatures very nice, 43 at Healy. And as far as the southeast, more rain in the forecast for Ketchikan and Juneau, close to 50 degrees at Ketchikan tomorrow. While out to the southwest, looking at rain at Cold Bay and Kodiak, and just cloudy skies for Bethel. And down around the Anchorage Bowl, not too bad really. Mostly cloudy skies at Anchorage, rain showers for Homer, and some rain and snow in the Valdez region. And temperatures once again in the mid-40s too. Here's your numbers for our area today. 37 for the high, the low last night 4 above, the record high 50 in 1943, the record low 52 below in 1932. Our sunrise and sunset about 9 hours and 32 minutes of daylight, a gain of 7 more minutes from yesterday. And as far as our forecast is concerned, a very pleasant evening with just scattered clouds. 18 for the overnight low, very mild. 37 once again tomorrow with another great day with warm temperatures in store. And look at the forecast for the 5 days. Not much change from yesterday. Cooling off a little bit, but still right around the 40-degree mark. And overnight lows will also continue very mild. As you can see here, looking at 15 to 20 degrees across the board there, and still no precipitation in the forecast. Amazing. Our photograph for tonight, they call this the compass tree because the top of that tree is pointing in one direction, And that looks like a compass to me. Anyway, thanks to Kenneth Folk for submitting that. And as always, if you have a photograph to share, send it to photos@ktvf11.com.
Okay, thank you, Mike. Before we go, a reminder that this is our final week of the Watch and Win contest, running every night during the Fairbanks Evening News and News Center Final.
That's right, Daryl. Once again, a reminder that it's your chance to win 400 gallons of heating fuel from Alaska Fuel Services.
All you have to do is look for the Alaska Fuel Services truck sometime during one of the newscasts.
Then go to our website at webcenter11.com, find the contest section, click and enter for a chance to win. Remember, this is the last week.
And that will wrap up this edition of the Fairbanks Evening News. We're glad you could join us.
Well, tonight on NBC Nightly News, Melania Trump will sit down and discuss her husband's controversial immigration rhetoric. That's up next with Lester Holt.
Join us here 6 days a week at 6 and 11 or anytime online at webcenter11.com.
From all of us here at the News Center, have a great night.
Night.